Hello, today we're going to take a look at some sources that, show a technological future that is almost here. There are things about super versatile robots, some even military, you see. And also secrets of longevity from nature, a peek into the mysteries of space-time, and even technologies to help people and the planet.
The mission here is to get the essential, the most impactful of it all. Let's start with robotics, which is advancing very quickly. First, from Caltech, there's the X1 system. Just imagine a humanoid robot, the unit G1, that walks normally, but also carries and launches a drone from its back.
This drone, the M4, it flies, of course, but it also uses little wheels to move on the ground and then returns to the base on the larger robot. It's almost a robotic Swiss Army knife, a very interesting combination that walks, drives on the ground, and flies. Their focus is on autonomy to operate in very complicated places.
Yes, and this idea of a cooperative system, the humanoid and the drone, coordinating all of that, the different ways of moving and the real-time interaction, is a giant engineering and software challenge. It shows an ambition to create machines that adapt to any terrain.
That's right. And speaking of adaptation, there's the DR02 from Deep Robotics from China. They say it's the first humanoid with IP66 certification. In practice, this means it is well protected against dust and strong water jets. It can handle rain, operate in the cold of -2 degrees, and in the heat of 55 degrees Celsius.
I see. It's made to really take a beating outside the laboratory. It is 1.75 meters tall, weighs 65 kilograms, lifts about 10 kilograms, and has a processing power of 275 tops. This is crucial for it to process all the data from sensors, like LiDAR, and make quick decisions on its own.
This robustness and autonomy end up taking robotics to other areas as well, right? Including the military. That's where the Kodiak from Skyborne Technologies comes in. It's a four-legged robot like a dog, but armed. The interesting thing is that it's modular. You can put a grenade launcher or a shotgun on it.
Wow. And it's also super resistant with IP67 certification, even withstanding being underwater for a while. In addition, it has a sight assisted by artificial intelligence that helps the remote operator be more precise.
This certainly raises some very complicated discussions. Reducing the risk for the soldier is good, but what about the machine making the decision to shoot?
Exactly. That is the great ethical dilemma here. On one hand, there is the promise of saving soldiers' lives and increasing precision. On the other hand, the concerns are enormous. The automation of violence, the responsibility if something goes wrong, the risk of escalating conflicts, and if one of these robots gets hacked.
Exactly, it's one more risk. And the sources even say that partners of the American government have already been testing the Kodiak, meaning this technology is advancing quickly to the field. It's a truly urgent debate.
Changing the subject, leaving this minefield, let's go to biology. There was a very curious discovery with the naked mole rat, that little creature that lives a long time and hardly ages. There, at the University of Tondi, they identified about 4 small changes in an enzyme that seems to boost DNA repair in these animals.
And the most incredible thing is that they took this version of the enzyme and put it in human and mouse cells in the laboratory, and they saw that regeneration improved. Not only that, they tested it on flies, and their average lifespan increased by 25%. The mice that received the treatment lived longer and healthier.
Wait a minute. So we found the fountain of youth? Something like that? Whoa, hold on. It's promising, no doubt, and it shows that looking at these nature-inspired DNA repair mechanisms can be a path forward. But human aging is very, very complex. There are many factors. There's still a long way to go. It's a step, but not the final solution yet.
Well, while some look inside the cell, others are looking at the entire universe. There's the Quest experiment over in Cardiff, which wants to detect very high-frequency gravitational waves. The bet is that they might have been generated at the very beginning of the universe, perhaps in the Big Bang.
The Quest uses a tabletop interferometer, a super-sensitive device. But the deeper objective is to test whether space-time itself is granulated, quantized, as if it were made of pixels. If so, it would be an incredible bridge between quantum mechanics and Einstein's general relativity. a completely new physics.
Fascinating, what a trip. And to finish, let's go back to more down-to-earth technologies, but with a direct impact on people's lives, like the Glide Smart Cane from the startup Glidance. It's a cane with wheels that uses artificial intelligence, sensors, and computer vision to guide people with visual impairments.
How cool. It has different modes. It can follow a destination on GPS, or just help the person avoid obstacles with feedback through vibration and sound. It recognizes doors, crosswalks, stairs. It's a very advanced mobility assistant, and the potential to provide more autonomy is enormous.
And in Germany, what are they doing with drones to take care of trees? The people at the University of Hohenheim are using drones with special cameras to monitor old trees in Stuttgart. They can see if a tree is thirsty or suffering from the heat.
And then they can irrigate only where it's needed, when it's needed, very precisely. They even create 3D models of each tree's health, which helps to understand how they withstand climate change, all with a safety protocol, of course.
So to summarize, what we've seen today is a sample of the speed at which innovation is taking place. Robots that are increasingly capable and autonomous, the search to understand and perhaps even halt aging, and the attempts to unravel the nature of the universe.
And at the same time, tools that improve people's lives and take care of our planet. It's an impressive array of advances happening at the same time. And this leaves us with a question to think about. With so many frontiers being pushed simultaneously, from our biology to the fabric of the cosmos, which of these advances will have the most profound and perhaps the most unexpected impact on our human experience in the coming years? That's something to reflect on.
This video doesn't end now. It continues with us talking in the comments. If you found this video interesting, I invite you to become a channel member, leave a like, and leave the hype on this video. Up here on the top right, I'll leave a video suggestion for you to continue with me. See you in the comments and in the next video. See you soon.